Hey gang, so here's what I want you to do today. All right, so this is what we want to do today in intermediate algebra. First of all, I want you to go onto the web page. You got the homework due button, the second one down the left hand side. So click there. That takes you to another page and another chance to click on homework. Now, when you click on this thing called homework, we're right now in a program called eCompanion or eCollege. And that's the program we see for just about every course at Miles Community College. We'll use this for something. Math classes use another program in addition called My Math Lab. And that's the program we get to by clicking on this second homework button right in the middle of the screen here. And this is the normal setup. It'll usually take you to an end-use license here on the first page. Then it takes you to a list of homework. And you notice there's no due dates. Well, what you might recall if you've read the syllabus, and I hope you have, is that the homework problems, there's two sets of problems. One is the problems labeled homework. The other are the sets of problems labeled quizzes and tests. And basically for every quiz and test, there's a matching homework problem. And we'll show you kind of why that is in this video. So, but what I want you to do first is go into this quiz for review for Intro to Algebra Part 1. And you'll click in there and you say, I'm ready to start. And you just take this quiz. Okay, so it says mark -3, -2 on the coordinate axis. Yours will say something slightly different. I'll go out here and, mark, let's see, slide this out to -3, then down to -2. And that's my mark. And then I'm going to go to the next question. Solve and check. I'm too lazy to do that. I'm just going to say x equals 5. Just want to get a few questions in. I don't suggest you be lazy. I suggest you take out a sheet of paper and actually do the work to set things up. Here, solving with intercepts, I remember that if x equals 0, then -5y is 10 and y is -2. So I know 0, 2 is an intercept. So I use the line tool, select 0, -2. And then I've got to realize that if y is 0, then x is 10. So I know the point 10, 0 is a point on the line. And then I'm going to go next question, solve one more. X over 4 equals 8. Therefore, 4 times both sides leaves us with x equals 32. And now I'm going to submit my quiz, even though I haven't answered a lot of questions, just because I want to continue to demonstrate on this video. You want to keep going until you finish the quiz. It's 19 questions long. Well, then it will show you your score, and it will show you which questions you got right and which questions you got wrong. And the ones you got wrong are the ones you're going to want to work on. Now, typically on a quiz, the questions will not be in the same order as they are in the homework version of the same assignment. So instead of remembering, gosh, question 2 is a question I got wrong, what you want to do is hover your mouse right over question 2, and you'll notice it labels a question R.2.33. That means that's the real name of the question, is R.2.33. That's the question I want a little extra help on. So now, as for getting that extra help on R.22.33, I go back into homework mode. And I'm looking for the review for Intro to Algebra Part 1, the homework version. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mouse over these items until I see R.2.33. And here it is. It happens to be question 11 on the homework version. So I click on that. And the nice thing it has here has a couple items. One, it has view an example. and it will actually walk me through an example showing me all the steps and giving a little explanation as it goes. And that might be just all you need to dust off the old memory as to what's going on these quizzes. By the way, some people really do bomb this first quiz the first time you take it, but it's retakeable, and that's okay. And then you might next try to do it with a little bit of coaching. That's the help me solve this option. So it'll start showing you how to do things, but then it will want you to start putting in some steps as you go along. Okay? So that's the two options. Ask My Instructor will just send me an email. That's all it does. And print, you can print out the current screen if you want to see it and scribble it on it. Okay? And so there that is. When you finished a question correctly, down here on the bottom there will be an option called similar exercise. And that's also good after you've done this with some help to then actually go to click on similar exercise when it shows up here down at the bottom of the screen on the right hand side, and do a similar exercise and make sure you can do it without help. And so that's some of the homework helps that this program has. In addition, what we can do is, if you realize chapter 2, all the problems have R.2 at the beginning of them, so maybe chapter 2 or review number 2 was the one that was just the real problem. What you can do is, again, back at the homework menu here, we have these media assignments. Now later on, I'm going to be requiring you to do these media assignments. These first two I don't have required. But what goes on here as we go, we can see that chapter 2 is the problem we thought we had problems on. It's going to make me click again, and it will take me to a page with these problems. And I'll notice, I believe the way this test was laid out, that problem 33 on these is the same as problem 33, or similar to problem 33 on the exercises. And I thought that, and I would be wrong, because there is no problem 33 here. But we can look for problems that are sort of like the ones we've seen. Go back to 164. Now this is maybe sort of like the one I've seen, exercise 8 is. And so I can do is I can click on the little video camera next to it, and it will load me a video showing me how to do number 8. And again, I can watch somebody do this in live time. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to let her go on anymore. But that sums up what I want you to do. It's officially due tonight. I may extend that a little for you if you need a little more time. But that's what I want you to do today on the 15th, is this test for, let's go back so I can see the name of it, doggone it. The test for review for Intro to Algebra Part 1. So it's this guy right here. It's officially due at midnight tonight. If you can't quite get it by midnight tonight, let me know. Where we really want to kind of be solid is having 6.1a done by the end of the week. So we want these three up and to a point where they're nice high scores that show us we know what we're doing by the end of the week. So taken and retaken and all that. Some of these will only allow 3 tries. If you need more than 3 tries, let me know. All right.